Hello everyone, and welcome to the 10th episode of my Dark Souls Dex Build playthrough. My name is Tebriel, and today we're going to continue our journey throughout Lodron. Finally, we're heading off to Blight Town. I know it's been a while, everybody, and that update video might not have put the best light of my update schedule in your mind. However, things will continue as scheduled. I have found some time to update, thankfully. Oh crap. Well, that was interesting. I'm actually a little bit surprised I survived that. Thankfully that little ledge was there. Okay, let's take things just a slight bit slower, shall we? It's little things like that that make Dark Souls so exhilarating. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this rat really quick. He always has a chance to drop some humanity, so it's nice to go ahead and kill him. Okay, let's see here. Continuing this way. We're heading off to Blight Town. We're gonna have to go through that sewer again, but we are going to take a little bit of a shortcut that I mentioned. Now, let's see here. Before we continue, though, I am going to check how many mosses and whatnot I have, just to make sure we're all good. Okay, we got some charcoal, pine resin, fire bombs, plenty of those, don't need too many, and 5 blooming purple moss clumps. Okay, we're good on that front, don't need to buy anything from her. Okay. Heading down here. Ignoring that guy. I'm not even sure why that guy's there. He, I don't think, poses a threat to anyone. So, okay. And there we go. And I'm going to take out a couple of these guys, and then we're going to head down to the special entrance. Okay. Let's see if we can make this. Yep, there we go. It's a nice little way to skip a lot of that stuff if you feel like doing it. You can even plunge attack the butcher guy, or lady I should say, from up there. Oh no, the game developers said that those butchers, or the characters with the large cleavers, are actually female. And while it certainly doesn't sound like it, considering this is Dark Souls, I guess I could kind of see that happening. Okay, now we came down here to pick up this for a reason, the spider shield. Now this will be very useful in the coming area. The spider shield has a natural resistance to poison and to plague. Or toxic, I should say. Toxic is just a way stronger version of poison, and it hurts you quite a lot. Like, ridiculously so. So, getting some of those purple moss clumps, or the blooming purple moss clumps, actually cures you of toxic and poison, which will be useful down in the swamp of Blight Town. And just walking through this door, you can see just how dark it gets. Going through here, light, dark, light, dark. It's like, I think Super Bunny Hop said, it's like they had a freaking ambient darkness setting instead of ambient lightness. Okay, now this is the proper way to head through Blight Town. However, there is a back entrance which can skip 90% of all of Blight Town, maybe even 95. It's highly recommended if you just want to skip all this. However, because I'm considering this a slight tutorial, I'm doing this as well. By the way, that was very dangerous and those guys hurt a lot, so I suggest you probably shouldn't parry them unless if you know what you're doing. So, but these guys, as I'll show you here in a bit, are really, really easy to backstab. They also drop dung pies, and they can occasionally drop the weapon they have, which is an excellent strength weapon. So, feel free to use this strength weapon if you feel like it. It is very, very good. See, easy backstab. I can't remember if they can be bled out, but with how upgraded our weapon is, we should have no problem with anything in this whole area. And depending on how long this will take, I may or may not split the episode up, because Blight Town can take forever. Oh, we just barely blocked that. Luckily I was able to put my shield up in time. And that's the name of the game, everybody. Stamina conservation. Very simple movesets in these games, but mastering them is key to beating it. I mean, heck, you can go throughout this whole game with the starting weapons and you'll be just fine, as long as you upgrade them accordingly. Oh, and you might see those little white dots shooting at me. It might be hard to see in the video, but that is a guy who will give me toxic. So I'm going to back up a bit and see if I can kill this guy without getting toxic. Okay. Yep, he's over there past that torch. It's might be a little bit hard for you to see in the video. I will show you him though. See, right here. As you can see, my toxic meter is going up a bit. And he is very easy to kill. So I may end up using the spider shield here in a bit. However, this shield I'm using right now is actually very, very good. It's one of my favorite shields in the game, actually, because it provides decent stability, 100% block rate, and its magic defense, or magic resistance, I should say, is phenomenal. So it's actually a decently balanced shield. One of the more balanced shields in this game anyways. Okay, he's dead. This is a little optional area. You can go down here and get some more items. There's a lot of optional areas in this, well, area, I should say. Soul of a Proud Knight. Those are very nice. And we've actually have a decent amount of souls ourselves right now. Might have to level up a bit here soon. So heading up here. If you'll notice, there might be a theme you might be noticing. Whenever you see a torch, that means you'll see a ladder connected to the torch, generally. This is something you need to keep in mind when going throughout this area. Now, let's see here. As soon as I kill this guy, I'll continue with my thought process. Oh yeah, and that attack that he did, that will make it so he jumps on you and he will end up biting you. It'll do a lot of damage, just like the little Trent guys, little tree guys, will if they grab you. Over here, you can actually make a running jump and land on that platform, and that guy over there has a decent armor set as well as a weapon, which I think I may end up grabbing here soon. I might end up doing that right now, actually, because I like that armor set. It's decent looking. Makes you look a little bit like a ninja. But let's see here. Kill that guy. Oh yeah, also another thing that you should keep in mind is if an area looks like you probably won't be able to land on it without it breaking, it probably will break. Keep that in mind, because jumping from there to there, you'll fall through and end up on a lower section of Blight Town. Okay, let's see here. Over there is where that weapon is, and over here, going down there, through over there. Okay, I'm just plotting my course really quick. Because this area can be quite intimidating, and for good reason. There are a lot of enemies that can come up from nearly anywhere because of all the hidden ladders, and Many of these guys can do poison on you as well. These weird skinless trog-looking guys, they can't actually poison you from what I understand. The large guys, they can poison you if they hit you, but it takes a couple times for it to actually poison you, maybe twice. But their attacks do so much damage that you don't want to get hit by them in the first place. Okay, so, going down here. And as you can see over there, that is where that item is, and there is a bonfire. I can't seem to access it at the moment though, and I'm hoping I'm not being invaded. So, okay, let's see, that item, now that you know where the bonfire is, I'm gonna light it, rest at it, then I'm gonna go back up and grab that item. Also, by the way, if you rest at a bonfire, you can get rid of your toxic or poison status, or any sort of status ailment except for curse. You can get rid of at a bonfire, from what I understand. So, make sure to keep that in mind if there's a bonfire nearby and you feel like conserving purple moss clumps or something. Okay, how many of these guys are there? Oh, there's several. Forgot just how numerous they are here. Okay, come on. Go down. We're gonna grab that item. Because it has the Iaito. I believe that is another type of katana. It is actually one of my preferred katanas to use. But, this one's pretty good as well, and this is the one most everybody likes. Okay, are you gonna go up or down? What is it? This guy is being very indecisive, so I'll just make a decision for him. Okay. Now, let's make that run and jump. Hopefully we'll get it. Okay, good. We just got it. You don't want to get stuck on that little pole there. Okay, we got the Iaito. Okay, I guess the ninja armor is actually on somebody else. But, yeah, here's the Iaito. It basically has almost the same stat requirements. Uchi Katana makes it so you need to have much less dexterity to use. Yeah, it says katana forged in an eastern land. The katana is drawn from the scabbard at lightning speed using an Iaito technique. Iaito allows the wielder to charge forward and swiftly cut down distant foes. If I remember right, that's the R2, which basically you will cut the enemy from the okay, you know, let me just show you because it's a little bit easier just to show. You do this. And if I remember it, that is actually an old technique that rogue samurai used to use to test their blade on wary citizens. I forgot exactly what that technique was called. Could be completely wrong, but I haven't taken any sort of Japanese history in a long time, so feel free to look it up. Okay, and we're down here. Oh, we're being ambushed. Luckily, this game you get invincibility frames or periods of invincibility when you're backstabbing an enemy or when rolling in a specific frame of animation. Unfortunately, this is not the case in Dark Souls 2 from what I understand. You actually are not immune when doing any sort of backstab animation. And this area is very dangerous, as you can see. So just take it very slow. And you'll be fine. Oh, dog. Oh, okay, that was a weird camera angle. These dogs, as you can see, are a little bit smaller than the usual variety that we've been fighting. And sorry it's so framey here, Blight Town is a little bit like that. It was much worse on the consoles, though. Let's see here. We might have actually hit a dead end here. Let's see here. And be very careful here. You don't want to walk too far up and then slide down that area. But, yeah. The purpose of us going to this area is to get to the bottom. And that's a long way down. Long way down. So we'll do our best to get there. Okay. Over there, it looks like there's another item. Lots of dead ends with items on it. Oh, 3 purple moss clumps. That's actually very, very nice. We haven't gotten poisoned or toxic yet, but that will be very nice for the future. I think this is a dead end. We'll continue looking. There are a lot of ways to get through this area. Well, there's only one specific way, aside from the shortcut, but basically a lot of the times, if you want to go down, you have to go up to go down. It's a little bit confusing. I have to go up certain areas, down certain other areas, and I'm gonna rest here. Okay. Now, continuing on. Let's see here. If I remember right, this is the area we need to go to, and there should be another toxic guy around here. So we will be very careful, and frankly, I should probably be putting, oh yeah, if you didn't know, those guys will shoot flame at you. Okay. We don't need any of this. Okay, what's making that noise? Oh, okay. There's that guy. Let's go ahead and kill him. And we'll put that purple, or blooming purple moss clumps here, and regular purple moss clumps here. We don't have to worry about being bled out in this area. Red moss clumps are significantly less useful than the purple and blooming varieties. So if we stick right over here, it'll be hard for the guy up there to hit us. He can't actually shoot us. I'm not sure if you can see him in the video. I can barely see him myself. So I'm gonna heal a little bit. Oh, he actually hit me. And we're toxic. As you can see, my health is going down rapidly. So I'm going to use one of these, and now we're good. So, as you can see, health goes down really, really rapidly. So, it is highly, highly suggested that you take those blooming purple moss clumps with you. At least have 3 on you. 3 will generally get through this whole area if you're not hit consistently. Okay. There we go, and grab this, Soul of a Proud Knight. Good. Okay. So you'll see that thing, you can't actually hurt that from the outside, or I think you at least need to use a spell if you do. Otherwise you have to hit it from the other side of its underbelly, basically. And in there you will find a pyromancy spell. A very nice one that even non-pyromancers like to use. And I believe it is called Power Within, and it's called that for a reason. Basically, you will take a small amount of damage over time, but you will deal a significant amount of damage per hit to your enemies. So it increases your damage output, but you take damage over time. Some people think the trade-off is well-deserved. So, a lot of people tend to use it on bosses, especially on low-level runs, like level 1 playthroughs of this game, which is entirely possible. I've done one myself. Okay, and he's dead. And we got a blooming purple moss clump from him, too. That's possible from them, or it's possible for them to drop that, so keep that in mind if you run out or if you came in here with none. which isn't a very good idea, but if you don't know about this area beforehand, it's, well, understandable, because the game doesn't really outright tell you about toxic. But if you talk to that guy at Firelink Shrine, he'll tell you that Blight Town does in fact exist, and if you're going to an area called Blight Town, you should probably be prepared for any sort of blight. So, attacking this enough, and we will kill that. Okay. Gives us 1,000 souls, and we'll drop down and get power within. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on this character, but it's there if you want to use it. Okay. And once again, I forgot to turn off Steam notifications. Okay. So framey in this area. Once we get down to the bottom, it'll be much less framey, but for now, let us continue. Oh, you're being shot at. I guess I forgot to kill a guy up there. That's fine, though. We got a lot of purple moss clumps, so we'll be good. Okay, is he over that way? Yep, he's over that way. Okay. That's a weird little insect thing, and I'm just having terrible frame rate here. And this is the area we want to go. There are a couple other areas, or offshoot areas, I should say, that you can go to in Blight Town. I'm not sure if I will be covering all of them, but explore. This area is rather huge, and as long as you take it slow, you should be fine. Oh, another blooming purple moss clump. That is very nice. And the Wanderer set. Okay. Now, I wanted to get that, ninja set, but it's up there, and for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to keep going. So, I don't need to worry about that. Besides, this armor is just fine. Okay. I believe it is this way, I want to say. No, wrong way. Okay. Now, remember that ring we had earlier? That we picked up earlier? The, rusted iron ring? This is the area to use it in. So now we will actually run normally in this area. Okay. Now let's rest here really quick. And everything is good. Oh, looks like we got up immediately. Why is that? Usually that only happens if you get hurt. It might have been because I was poisoned. So, let's level up a bit. Well, level 34, so... our endurance and vitality are looking a bit low. Let's level up those. That's good. Anyways, I think this is a good time to end this specific episode. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And next episode, we'll continue to search throughout this swamp, pick up some nice goodies, and fight the boss. Once again, thank you for joining me, everybody. My name is Tevriel, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody.